charges and field. So these are all the important questions that you must focus and you shouldn't miss. Okay, so first, when you talk about the first topic, basic concepts of electric charge, the first topic in this chapter is basic concepts of electric charge. So when you talk about basic concepts of electric charge, in basic concepts, you can clearly, you must know what is definition of an electric charge. What is definition? You must know the properties of electric charge. Properties of charge. So basically, what is charge? Charge is nothing but when there is excess of proton or when there is excess of electron, or when you remove the electron, when there is lack of electron, something becomes positively charged, and when there is excess electron, it becomes negatively charged. And you know properties of electric charge. Properties of charge are nothing but charges are quantized, charges are additive, and charges are conserved. So these are different properties of electric charge that you must know. And then you must also know state and explain quantization of charge. This is a very important question. State and explain quantization of charge. So what is quantization of charge? Quantization of charge is nothing but the charge is always in the multiple of E, that is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb, because this is the charge of one electron, minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. So charge will be always in multiple of this. So charge can never be in half of that, correct? It will be always whole multiples, complete multiple of 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb, and that is called as quantization of a charge. Next, you must know why is charge conserved. Why charge is conserved? Because electron, that is the basic unit of charge. The basic unit of charge is electron, and electron can neither be created nor be destroyed. You cannot destroy an electron or you cannot create an electron. So the basic charge is always going to be conserved. Charge, electron is going to move from one medium to other, right? If I have an electron here, this electron will go here or it will go here, but it cannot get destroyed, right? Electron is moving from one place to other. So charges are always quantized. That is the meaning of this. That is the reason why charge is conserved. Next, differentiate between conductors and insulators. That is very important. You must know what is the difference between conductor and insulator. What is the difference between conductor and insulator? Conductors are substances in which charges can flow. They allow the passing of charges. They allow the charges to move, whereas insulators do not allow the charges to move. They conduct current easily, basically. Those are called conductors. Metals are example of conductors, whereas insulators, they do not allow the current to pass through them. So for they have large energy gap, band gap will be there, energy gap will be there between conduction and valence band and conduction band. So in conductors there is very small gap between valence and conduction band, whereas in insulators it's very large. So these are basic. So you know what is conductor and what is insulator. These are the basic differences. So this is a very important question. Next, you must know explain why comb I'm very sorry. Explain why comb attracts pieces of paper when rubbed on hair. So basically what happens when you rub the comb on hair, it takes away some electrons from the hair, because of which what happens? The comb becomes slightly negative charge. And because of the charging, the comb becomes charged, and because of the charging, it attracts the paper. It creates slight variation in the charge in paper, because paper pieces are very small. It pulls the positive charges towards itself, and because of that it attracts. Because a paper has both positive and negative charge. Paper is having both positive and negative charge. And if I charge a comb, suppose the comb got a negative charge, this negative charge of comb will obviously attract the positive charge of paper, right? So that is the reason why it attracts. So if one thing becomes charged, it attracts the other neutral thing as well. Second concept is Coulomb's law. From Coulomb's law, you can get questions like, from Coulomb's law, you can get question, derive Coulomb's law in vector form. This is a very important question. Derive Coulomb's law in vector form. So you need to derive the Coulomb's law in vector form. Coulomb's law is nothing but force is directly proportional to the product of the charges and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Then if you remove the proportionality symbol, you get a k between them. And vector form, again you need to represent the directional when you talk about vector. So you need to go through this concept in detail. If you want me to discuss the answers for all the questions, if you want me to discuss the answer, please comment down in below. I will make answers video. Next time onwards, I will try to include the answers as well. Only if you are requesting me for the answers, I am going to do that. Otherwise, questions videos will keep coming. So make sure you comment down below so that I make answers video. Next question is, compare gravitational and electrostatic force. Sorry. Compare gravitational and electrostatic forces. The next question that you can get. Then you must also know, find force between two charges placed at certain distance. This is a numerical. This is numerical. You can get numericals like numerical questions. What you are going to get from this chapter is, find force between two charges placed at a distance. So basically I will tell you the distance. The distance between the two charges is this much. Suppose 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter. Find the force between them. I will tell you the value of the two charges. You should know to find that. That is a numerical that you can get. How does force change if the medium is changed from air to water? So if I replace the medium from air, instead of air, if I put water, then what is going to happen with the force? That is a very important question that you can be asked. So these are the questions that you can get from Coulomb's law. Next, let's talk about electric field. In electric field, you can get questions like, derive expression for electric field due to a point charge. This is very important. Derive electric field due to point charge. You know, right, what is electric field? Electric field is when one charge becomes a unit charge, the force acting on that. Because of a unit charge, what is the force acting on another charge? That is called as electric field. Okay, when you have a charge, how much force it will put on a unit charge, that is considered as electric field. So you need to replace one charge with one, and that becomes electric field. So next is numerical on finding electric field at a point. This is very important again there's a numerical. Lot of students face difficulty in numericals. They don't know what kind of numericals are going to come. See, whatever I'm telling you right now, this is the only things that are very 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 important. There are high chances that only these questions will be coming. Find electric field at a point due to multiple charges due to superposition. Explain properties of electric field lines with diagram. Explain properties of electric field lines with diagram. Then you must know why electric field lines are perpendicular to surface of conductor. Why electric field lines are perpendicular to surface of conductor. Now this is very 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 important. This is very important. Again, derive relation E is equal to minus dV by dr. You must know derive expression for electric field of uniformly charged ring. Electric field on axis of uniformly charged ring. Next, derive electric field due to infinite plane sheet. This is also very important. Electric field due to infinite charged plane sheet. So these are the questions that you can get from electric field. Very 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 important questions. Next, let's talk about electric dipole. From dipole, what questions can you get? From dipole, what are the questions that's possible? So derive expression for electric field due to a dipole. Derive electric field at axis of dipole or equatorial, both you must know, equatorial of dipole. This is the derivation in this chapter. Then you must know what is electric field at the center of the dipole. This is very important again. What is electric field? Electric field at center of dipole. Then torque on a dipole. Torque on a dipole. These questions are well researched by me, and I have tried to make a list of all the concepts, questions that cover all the concepts. So there is very hard to get any question apart from this. Derivation plus application. You must know both. So torque on a dipole in uniform electric field, you must know the derivation of torque, and you must also know the application. That's it. From dipole, these are the only three things you must know. And next, let's talk about fifth one, electric flux and Gauss law. This is very important again. Electric flux and Gauss law. Derive electric flux. Write SI unit. What is the SI unit of electric flux? You need to write, and you need to write the Gauss law. State and explain Gauss law in electrostatics. State and explain Gauss law. Derive expression for electric field. Again, this is important here. Derive electric field due to charged spherical shell inside and outside, in and outside, infinitely long uniformly charged wire, infinite long uniform wire, and also plane sheet. These three derivations you have to remember. Now they can ask you this question. Use Gauss law to prove electric field inside a conductor is zero. You have to show this one using Gauss law. You must be able to show that. Next, let's talk about the last final topic. Potential energy of a system of charges. Potential energy of system of charges. So basically here you must know derive for 2-point charges. Derive potential energy for 2-point charges. Again, this is very important because this is numerical. You can get numericals on, you can practice these numericals, okay, whatever I'm telling. Potential energy of 3 or more charges, they will arrange in specific geometries, okay, charges in specific shapes, in specific geometrical shape they will arrange. They will arrange 3 or more charges in specific geometry like triangle or any kind of shape. They will arrange it, and then they will ask you what is the potential energy because of them. So you must be able to do such questions. You have to practice such numericals. Now some other, if you want to top in the exam, if you want to top in the CBSE exam, for toppers, these questions are only for toppers. If you want to top, then you must know why does a charged balloon stick to a wall? This is a question you must know. Why does it stick? Because when you charge a balloon, the charges it changes the whatever charge a balloon is having. For example, balloon is having negative charge, wall has both positive and negative charges, so the balloon's negative charge attracts the positive charges to the wall, and because of that it sticks to it. So that is the answer. Okay, so you must be able to explain it properly. Why can't electric field lines form closed loops? This is very common, very important question. Why electric field lines cannot form closed loops? Because if it forms, why it doesn't form closed loops? Because you know electric field lines, what is the case? Like charges repel each other, unlike charges attract each other, and you know the properties of electric field lines, right? So based on that you must be able to answer this question. Explain why electric field lines explain why electric field lines never intersect. They never intersect because if they intersect, at that point of intersection electric field will have two directions, and it's not possible to have two directions, right? So that is the reason why they never intersect. So you must be able to answer these questions. If you want me to discuss the answers in the next video for whatever other chapters I'm going to give you the important questions, make sure ensure that you are commenting down on the below. If you comment down below and if you ask me, if you request me to make a video of answers, I will definitely do that. Because unless you have interest, it's very hard for me to spend time and make a video. Calculate charge density, linear charge density, surface charge density, volume charge density. You must know how to calculate linear. Linear charge density means charge, whatever total charges you will divide by length. Surface charge density means you will divide by area. Volume means you divide that by volume. So those are the things. Next, again numerical. You can get such numericals. You can get numericals like this is again very important numerical. Calculate charge density was a numerical, and now another numerical is you can get problems combining electric flux and Gauss law. So basically Gauss law, you must know how to use Gauss law. So you must solve few questions on Gauss law. So these are the possible questions from this chapter in that is electric charges and fields chapter. From the chapter electric charges and fields, these are all the possible questions that you can easily expect in your examination. Okay, so make sure you go through these questions. You can watch the video and you can pause on the questions page and try to answer each and every question by yourself. If you are able to answer these questions, whatever I have given you, 100% you will be able to answer the questions that are going to appear in the CBSE examination. So you must be well prepared with all the questions I have provided in the video. If you comment down below and if you show a lot of interest, then definitely I will make a video of answers as well in the next video. From next chapter onwards, I'm going to give the answers as well. So from now onwards, you're going to get videos on important questions that are going to come in CBSE examination. So if you want those videos, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the videos that are going to come further. Thank you very much.